Anyways, let's get started. Today, or right now, I'm gonna film how I do my braid outs. Braid outs are usually how I wear my hair. If you ever see me with like my natural hair just like out and really big, 9 times out of 10, it was a braid out. So that's what I'm gonna do. So I always put my hair in sections. And then now I just have the back to work with. And then I'm gonna part this down the middle. And then I guess I'll work with this section first just so it's kind of easier for you guys to see. So now I have basically 1/4 of my hair out. Okay, so then what I do is I part this further in half. Oh, Lord have mercy. Doing natural hair is literally an arm workout. Like, I don't even have to go to the gym for my arms. I just gotta do my hair and I'm good. So clip up this top section. Okay. Now finally we're working with this bottom section. So if your hair isn't as wet like mine, because it's drying all day, you can just use a spray bottle and just re-wet it a little bit. It doesn't have to be soaking, but having your hair wet just helps with the process. Okay, so you can kind of see my texture or my curl pattern. I don't know. I always say that I'm 4A. I used to say like 3C, 4A, but now I just think I'm like 4A. The product that I usually use for my braid outs is the Cantu. Oh, this might be mirror because I'm filming on my phone. But I usually use the Cantu Shea Butter Leave-In Conditioning Repair Cream. This is my holy grail. I know a lot of people don't like Cantu, but this stuff never ever fails me for a braid out, ever. But a while ago, like a couple years ago, I used to use shea butter in all of my braid outs and I really liked how that came out. So, well, I bought some like raw shea butter from Shea Moisture and I just like whipped it with coconut oil, castor oil, and olive oil. It's just like, it's kind of like hair lotion consistency. It's kind of the same consistency as the Cantu. And that's just because I just put it in like a blender and I just blended it. So I'm just gonna be using this in my hair and we'll see how it goes. It should come out good because I've used shea butter in my hair before to do my braid outs. So I'm literally just going to take some. I just like put it all over my hair. I like to even go in and separate it just so that my entire section of hair can be coated. And then I kind of go in with my comb again just to make sure that there are no knots or tangles. Let's do a little length check because I just had braids and I just took them out. So my hair is like here. Interesting. Okay, so the product is all in and literally just going to create my 3 strands of hair and just braid all the way down. I like to get it really tight at the root. And this just ensures that you have a consistent pattern all the way down so that when you take it out, like, it's not like too puffy at the roots. So when I get down to the end, I just like grab a little bit more of whatever product I'm using and I just add more to the ends because your ends just always need extra moisture. And down here, like the strands kind of get uneven, so I just like like this one's shorter, so I just borrow hair from the other strands and keep braiding all the way down. So when I get to the very end, grab some more product on my finger and smooth it over the end, and then I just twirl. So yeah, I just twirl it around my finger, and you can see it start to curl up a little, and then that's it. So I do this all over. So each of these 4 sections, I had like the 4 big sections, so 1, 2, 3, 4. I further split those into 2 sections. So in total, I'll have 8 braids on my head. So I'm just gonna keep doing that, but I'll keep recording just so that you can see how I section off each section. Yeah, I'm gonna play my show, so I'll be looking up there. So I'm done with all the braids. This is what they look like. This is the other side. Now that I look like Travis Scott. So I let these stay overnight. I always sleep on them just so that like it can dry and the hair can just set and everything. If it's not dry by the morning, you're not gonna get the best results. It took me probably like 45 minutes to do. Sometimes it could take me shorter, sometimes longer. It just depends what I'm doing. I will be back to show you guys how I take these down and what my final results are. So now I'm going to show you guys how I take out my braids. This is how I slept, just with my satin bonnet on. I'm just going to take this off. This is what my braids look like now. They feel pretty much dry. So if I ever like wake up my braids don't feel dry, I'll usually just like run the blow dryer over it. So to take down the braids, I just have some coconut oil and I just like put a little bit on my fingers, and this just helps to keep your braids from getting frizzy during the takedown process. So I just run my fingers over the braid, especially towards the ends, because that's where a lot of frizz can occur. So you just want to basically just start unraveling the braid. You don't want to like dig through it or anything. You want to take your time, kind of like you're just braiding in reverse. So now I fully unraveled the braid. This is just what the 30 strands look like. So I like to separate as I go along. It's just easier for me that way. So I'll start with like the back. You can kind of see where it's like naturally kind of coming apart already, kind of separating. So I will just pull where it's already starting to separate. You can kind of see like there is frizz, which I don't really mind all that much just because it makes my hair bigger and I love big hair. You want to make sure like you pull all the way to the root so that it's not still like clumped together at the root. And yeah, so that's how this looks so far. And then I'm just gonna go ahead and do the same thing. So you can see the definition that I get. Sometimes it's more defined, sometimes it's less defined. It honestly all just depends on the product that I use, how long I leave the braids in, and whether it's done on freshly washed hair or like an old braid out. So this is what my hair looks like immediately after taking out the braids and it's just separating as I go along. So yeah. So now what I do is I pick my hair out to make it bigger and get like the shape that I like and stuff like that, and also to like hide the part lines, because you can see here like that still shows. I always start in the back. First of all, I just kind of feel it out. I'll feel like where it feels kind of flat, and I'll just go like this. So start in the back, do the sides. I'll do right here, just pretty much wherever there were parts where I section my hair off, I will just go in and pick that out. And then I'll go in here, like in the middle. And then I take a mirror and I just, because I have my bathroom mirror right here, so I just look, I check, just see if anything is still showing, and it doesn't really look like it. I just keep picking pretty much until I get my desired look, because like I said, I just really like big hair, and I also just want it to like fall nicely. I'm so happy right now. This is my first time doing a braid out in like 2 months, because I've had braids all summer, and I really like the braids, but I missed my natural hair. So yeah, that's pretty much what it looks like. This is like first day hair. Second day hair usually looks better after I sleep on it. And then when I'm ready to go to sleep, I used to just like put the bonnet just straight on my head, but I realized that that actually made my hair kind of shrink up more. And when it starts to shrink, it doesn't last as long. At least it doesn't, like, the look that I like doesn't last as long. But what I do is I'll like split my hair down the middle, like in the back, and I'll just put like a big scrunchie on my hair. I don't tie it tight or anything because I don't want it to dent my hair. I'll just like put a scrunchie on my hair once like this, and then another one on this side, and then I'll put this on. And then that kind of helps to like keep your hair kind of stretched out so that you still like retain some length, but then the ends are out, so like you still have the volume. A braid out will usually last me, I'll wear it out for like 3, maybe 4 days. And then after that, I'll start putting it like in a high puff or a low ponytail or whatever. So yeah, that is how I do my braid outs. Big fluffy braid outs. If you enjoyed, like this video. If you want more like this, let me know. Subscribe. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video.